Want to know how to grow grapes and make amazing wine? We know a guy. Two, actually. Colleen Gerke and her husband, Jason.
So I was like, oh, grapes would look pretty along the driveway. So we started planting grapes and it got totally out of control.
Bonded winemakers since 2005, they have a unique approach to doing what they do, and they agreed to let us lend them a hand. Our first job, feed the sheep.
The Gerkes use the sheep as natural lawnmowers, keeping the grass beneath their grapevines nicely trimmed.
That sheep sounded weird.
Sheep fed, we moved on to another important part of winemaking, tying up vines to ensure the grapes remain in full sun as much as possible.
Angie and I tried to help put a dent in the workload. And by Angie and I mean I.
Wait, Alex, you're doing a really good job.
Thanks, Angie. You are talking up a storm. You know, Sawyer, this is exactly what it's like at the news station. I do all the work. Angie just sits around and talks.
I'm not sure Sawyer was actually listening to me.
So what would one of these taste like now? It'd be hard and bitter. Hard and bitter.
You can taste it.
It's hard and bitter. That was an apt way to describe that.
It was now time to move on to learning about the wine being made from these grapes.
But first, a shocking revelation.
You don't know how to play checkers?
No.
A scientist who never learned to play checkers. Kind of breaks your heart, doesn't it? Anyway, Jason then gave us a lesson on how they test and come up with their particular blends of wine. And trust me, it's way more complicated than checkers.
We might start off with 25% Norton and 75% Chamberson. The more time they have, the more oak they have on them, they'll smooth out, have better tannins. So
The tannins and the oak. Well, of course the oak, right? You know, but I have no idea.
A lot of great knowledge coming out of this little winery just minutes outside of St. Joe, and they're more than happy to share it with all of their visitors and us for this installment of Off the Desk.
these are unfinished wines.